There we go. Yeah, something weird had happened with my starting screen. I noticed the social links were gone. I think it's something that happened when I imported it into OBS from Streamlabs. So it's probably been the same problem since last week. I just haven't noticed. No, we do not want to. PS5 to go into power save mode. There we are. Starting off with the coffee, and then it will be Disco Elysium for, let's say, 3 hours, and then I will do some racing offline, most likely. I might have a little bit too bad. Oh yeah, speaking of that, might have a little bit too bad. Frame rate-ish. Let's see. Blah blah blah. I'm trying to see if I can do something with the monitor. I don't think so. Response time, yeah, there we have it. Well, it's already on faster, so yeah. That's the one I was looking for. Well, not for this game, but for racing. But I think the problem is mostly related to all the capturing and stuff that is going on. So. Computer, there we go. Everything is looking okay. We hear me, we hear the game. Maybe the music is a bit loud in the game. Maybe. But ready to go. This is plenty of time to drink coffee and such during the game, so. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't take continue. I tried another character just to see how varied the game is, and it certainly seems to be that. So I guess this is the one we should try. Or load in again. Look very much familiar, yes. Oh. I don't remember any of the controls. Oh yeah, there you go into this one. And then you can swap between those. Yes. Goody good. So let's start with the journal, because I don't remember what we were doing, to be honest. Interview with Wild Pines representative. Interview union boss. Perform field autopsy. Use Kim's shortwave to run serial number. We'll do that. We are right next to the car. Ask Kuno. We can try. Ask about tattoos. Okay. So now let's go with the short way.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Sure thing.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement
I have the
service, the
encyclopedia
crown jewel
perk.
in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out tool.
Close the door. Close the door. Yeah, just checking, double checking and stuff, but yeah, there we go. So, we could try to ask Kuno again. We probably have before.
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it? What? Bitch! You fucking making excuses for yourself now?
Apparently I aimed at whatever her name was.
Do this shit again and Kuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife. Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony. Put the fucking knife in you. Yeah, I've been in your room. But you and Kuno are good for now. Pals, shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time.
The determination in his voice leaves little room for doubt in his sincerity. He means every word. Needs to be taken seriously.
What do we do here then?
And you're back in business with the Kuno. Now what is it?
I want to
The fuck
discuss the
about it?
body. Contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks your stones left on the corpse.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant, you
Look
say?
at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Kuno threw that shit away. What do you mean you threw it away? Yeah.
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Exactly. What do you mean you threw it away? Threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Who do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Kuno, yeah. Kuno is weird.
Still,
But a bit
seems
amusing.
suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility.
That is also a possibility, yes.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost.
Kuno doesn't
Lonesome, long way home.
We completed that thought. What did that
Here
mean
we
then?
go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a mat.
Well. No, wrong button. Still wrong button, sorry. That's where I wanted to go. Bam. Run the armor, yes. Where's the rest of the armor? Jolly mesk about the armor. I was thinking about the tattoos. Let's see. I mean, how about we ask these veterans over here? Well, have I even talked to these? Maybe that's something I did with my other character that I tried.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the...
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is first? Yeah, we
No,
do that.
you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Better observe them first. Yeah,
See?
precis.
Your munching and complaining have ruined my
We'll do that.
concentration.
We'll do that. Throws a better ball toward a smaller wooden ball in the sand, missing it by a meter. Yeah, they are playing petanque, I guess is the actual name. Here in Sweden we usually call it boll, but that's essentially French for ball, so yeah, it's a ball game. So petanque, I guess.
Mon
is-
Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
I hope you pass out from it, you goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of Patank.
Yes, yes.
Shush.
It's a fun
Ignore
game.
them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
Wait, what
Doesn't
team?
matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined.
Ah,
Okay,
mon
yeah,
Dieu.
I
same,
hope
same
you
thing
pass
here.
out from it.
Trying to throw something as close to a Shush. Ignore them. Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
So I actually have lower chances of succeeding now that I know what the game is. That's probably because I'm not good at hand-eye coordination. Or I just let them be. Yeah.
Sure,
I just let
officer.
them be.
I am René Arnaud, and my specially abled partner here
I
is
don't
Gaston
want to ruin
Martin.
their game.
How can we help you? Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me in Martinez. The union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
What about the police one? So again, you don't know
If I
anything.
knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man,
I was
not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
hoping to get to talk to
'Tis
him about
true,
the
sire.
tattoos.
He knows nothing.
You seem to be playing with the
Yes.
crater.
The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Why what?
Why
Because
was
that's
heavy
what happens
artillery
when
used?
communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Probably. I understand. I'll bomb this place too. Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Coalition.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Actually, I already know all of this. No, we don't go that route.
Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union's...
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the
Sorry,
coalition,
I'm clicking
Eva
past
Scholl,
stuff when I read them,
whoever you
essentially.
want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players of the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
What do
Thinking
I
men
think?
have opinions on these things. Present one.
Soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Communists just don't understand how money works. I don't think nothing. No, nothing. I don't think, I just do. Well, we can go
I'm
with that.
sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
Yeah.
A true king in
mentioned
both
Gear.
blood and mind led Revachol before Frisell. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
The suzerain
Okay,
is the king.
we'll wrap it up
Has
here.
everyone forgotten already?
Maybe.
They forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
White check, we can retry it. 70% was a bit low. Yeah, we'll say thank you for your time. Let's see if we can talk to this old man then.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
And let's see if he has as much to say.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat
Probably
house
not.
of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? Oh, the goal is to throw your bull as close to the cochonnet as you can. That's the cochonnet.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Well, first,
Good day,
you
Dement,
draw
good
a
day.
circle about a half a meter in diameter.
Welcome, welcome.
We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it.
We're
You get
learning
to
how
throw
to
the
play
cochonnet.
petanque.
Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible.
Which
They
I
must stay
kind of
in the
already know.
circle and keep both feet planted.
But let's go with it. Keep them happy. Is there anything else you can tell me
I
about
could,
petanque?
but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your... You'll put that knowledge to good use.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
I want to talk to him. I promise it won't be about Patang. Precisely.
Hurry up then.
And we won't talk about the sandwich either.
Let
We'll
me
talk about the
think.
dead one.
I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Ah, he has
He
union
means
contacts.
caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Evrard.
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Ah, so he was a teacher.
What do you
Oh,
know
sorry.
about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
Caviar socialist sounds like an oxymoron. Yeah, that was probably...
The old soldier mumbles something under his... There he stands, proud, rigid and alone,
Probably
like
the
a cracking
point, in a
marble
way.
statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Huh.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and Rene's eyes.
No.
He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Yeah, that sounded way more logic from the logic part of my head.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Let's see what little things he does for
Writing
Evrard.
work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say. Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
So you are a Weatherwain? Yes, precisely.
I prefer highly adaptable myself. Have a better ring to hit, don't you think?
Oh, mon Dieu.
Well, whatever.
No, thank you. for being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Yeah, I'll leave for now. We can't stand around here all day. That's... oh, crap. It was a long way to go there. Sorry, didn't mean to. Oh, that's a... now I see what it is, yeah. Precisely. Viewer thingy.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Pat the box, yeah, we'll do that. Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Oh, I managed to heal some morale or whatever it was. I was going to ask around for the tattoos, although we got something else as well, but we'll see if we find someone to...
And a hunter and a gatherer, feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
You sure are, my man. From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost
What's the
taste
jam?
it.
It's a traffic jam for the ages.
Ah, traffic jam.
Arbor gates
Of
up the
course.
street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, that's
Yeah.
where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Yeah, it was poetic, but...
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words. Or both.
extravagantly
Imagine.
phrase.
It's been a whole
since-
week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man? I
He ain't
can
one of us
ask.
drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
With what?
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Ask for his conclusion.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Oh. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Wow.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked. I always wanted a friend
Ha,
in the underworld.
no, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Oh, yeah, those.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
No. Of
This
course
rockin'
not.
beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You would...
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Ah, that's fallen A6 you got.
Good
there.
eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
So, nothing
Not unless they've
illegal.
illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
No.
The man
I didn't.
taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on. Oh, to save. That always scares me a little bit. That's the slogan, and that's a...
An old
The
monument
statue, I
stands
guess.
in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea.
Haven't I been here
It looks
already?
as if a silver plaque on the
thought I had.
statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
Ah, okay. Yeah, what indentations? What do I
Something
see?
with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in
Maybe.
the heart. Interesting.
Has someone shot the king? Yeah.
Okay.
I'll ask.
I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution, but the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement? Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
Yeah, we'll go with the encyclopedia thing here. What did this king do?
Even by the standards
There
of the
we go.
Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution,
Stop.
an end to his family line and the monarchy. On the Insulindian Isola,
Stop the knowledge from pouring in. I will can ask a little bit more. How did he manage to blow through the entire
stories
national
have it
treasury?
that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Okay, where is he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn of the century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
Brilliant, so funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
Yeah.
Those critics might have it
younglings.
wrong, though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time.
Who knows? Who knows?
Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Well, let's move on. A lot of history lessons here. Oops. A tank top. What do we have here? Ruins follow snow. Okay. Wait a minute. Something there. Ah, coins. Yay. Oh yeah. After all, I'm.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
I owe the innkeeper a bunch of money.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just...
Okay. Whatever. Wait, Wild Pines. We are interested in Wild Pines stuff. But Wild Pines was the security company, wasn't it? Probably should play this more often than once a week. To remember all this stuff. Oh. Could go into that one. Oh, coins. Yay. I mean, I might need them for something else.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows
Yes.
are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Oh, is that
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays. It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Well, he seems to like the
A book
old
with ragged
Revachol
edges catches
stuff.
your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the lost city of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes.
Yeah, we
This
met
guy's
him
proud of
earlier.
who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
We met him earlier. He is on the other side of the truck. Now, I guess we're not talking to this guy. Well, we can't talk to him now, but
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Good.
no.
We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Yeah, regardless.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Oh yeah, these are the strike breakers. They are called something else in English, I don't remember. Scab. Well, scabs, but perhaps something else.
So do we,
So-
Scab.
I actually need to speak with the union boss. Yeah, I do. Well, strike breakers. Okay, that's what they are called.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Or that's the English word as well.
We came here to help
should
the
say.
harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
Kim
You think
chimes
they
in.
follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
I actually need to speak with the union boss. Yeah, I
Have
probably
fun.
do.
Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to be that fat asshole?
Well, I'm interviewing people about the murder.
I know nothing about murder.
Oh, he changed his tone.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area of expertise, which is
We are not
certainly
picking
true.
a side in this just yet, sir.
Certainly true.
Let us work!
Well, we're gonna leave. We're not gonna explore every talk option because we are agree. Oh, maybe I had an idea. Greater Evershoal Industrial Harbor. Yeah, I did have an idea about that. Well, we were looking for. Let's see if this one can remind us a little bit about what we were looking for. Ask the Jolly Mesk about the armor. Yeah, and yes, I owe that guy like 130, whatever it was. Don't remember the denomination. You should probably talk to about 2 people about them. Yeah, but I'm trying to, but no one wants to really talk about it. Find the representative of the logistics company who owns the harbor and ask her about the murder. She should be around here somewhere. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Or part of what I'm trying to do, you can say. Oh, about that field autopsy, is that something? Oh, we'll check with that later. Are you the Jolly Mesk?
Scab?
With Jolly eyes.
You're hazing on
Probably.
the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What
A kind of a
exactly is
worm.
a scab?
Content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, Maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
Yeah, sure. Not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor. Yeah, precisely. Precisely.
The little boy had it good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To
Okay,
sick the
yeah,
pigs
that's
on
kind
me.
of promise.
Pardon
Yeah,
the
that
choice
sounds
of
like
words.
him.
Not mine.
That sounds like him.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So, yeah, so Kuno used
It's a
this
minor
to
nuisance.
scares.
It's all good.
Scare you. And what did you learn?
I
while
learned that
probing?
people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Sounds fair.
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
So, what
I did
sort
some
of
research
technical?
into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings? Yeah.
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Going to find all of it.
All of it?
We'll try.
There
Not all
are
of it.
junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
It's implied. He finds it unlikely that
A mezqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
So, yeah, I need to get past the gates.
Oh, good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Everard?
Can't disclose any details of an ongoing case. Yeah, that's... he might have information about the killing that took place behind the hostel. Yeah, we'll go straight for it.
Everard's got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, eh? Doesn't often dole it out, though. But sure, why not?
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
if it's all so simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs?
That simple? I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult? Okay, well, gotcha. I think I have some
The man
questions for you
whispers
first.
a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just come.
Well. We'll just move along then. Whoops, oops. So, kicked it into the sea. I mean, I guess we can't go in here. No. No lock picking or door kicking this one. No, no. In case of a strike, press button behind guard. Yeah, sure. We'll go and talk to Measurehead then.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Whatever. 2.5 meter supremacist of some description that I don't remember.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor. Well, we could go with that. We'll try. I'm not a charming person in this one though, so, but we'll see.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
Al Ghul, probably alcohol in his case then.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat.
Yeah.
You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Yeah, you're right. I'm an alcoholic.
No,
now I
you
need
don't.
to enter the harbor.
You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Does this
Sandwich race.
remind you of someone? The guy down there?
The fat racist over there. Maybe just him after pumping some iron. Yeah.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup.
Pink blob.
The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted.
Potato-obsessed.
You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
You're right about all this. Now I just need you to let me go into the harbor. This situation is serious. Your people have probably killed a man. I need to talk to your boss. Well, we can try that one. I'm not sure what is right or wrong here.
Enough.
If there
with
is a right
this
or wrong.
begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Seminine, yeah, that was what it.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshuggah's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Would that mean I have to become a feminist supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Oh, I have that mug. Yeah, now I remember. Physical instrument, knock him out. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Conceptualization, subscribe to his advanced race theory. Oh, wait, tattoos. Yeah. Wait a minute, tattoos.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid.
A phrenologic grid?
Skull and
Something for you, Dement.
This should dispel any doubt.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
Visual calculus, yeah, okay. Are you sure? I mean, that yaw is clearly an atavistic stigmat.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
Yeah, well, show him the mug.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
This your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
Probably not. But Everarton, the union boss, he's white.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Yeah, but you still serve.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
I wonder what I answered earlier. I didn't remember in my... Well, perhaps I can see that here still. 1 communist, 2 fascist, 3 ultra-liberal, 1 moralist. Yeah, mixed bag. That's for sure. Try
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
No, disco.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I recently experienced head trauma. Yeah, we can go with that.
I can see that. The Seminoles are the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to
I
Rivashore?
am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Rivashore. We can go with that, just to provoke him a little bit.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Rivashore. The city is central to the Seminese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
Never getting into the harbor. Kim, what do
I
you think about
this
this?
racist is better than the last.
This
but the
racist
next
is
racist will be the really good one.
This racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good.
That will be the...
That will be our lucky racist. How do you know there will be a next racist?
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Yep, he does. Well, we'll try to subscribe to his advanced race because I want to get in here. Somehow.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there. Oh,
Do you?
This will be a long... Do you? Yeah, whisper. This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Well, we'll go with type A first then.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Hello, Next Step Nick. One of the best games ever. Thank you. Yes, lurk away. That's totally fine. I do that myself all the time, or a lot of the time at least.
Mound cities like
It's actually my first time playing this, so
wearing wooden clogs on their feet.
It's like an old school text adventure, but with a lot of speech as well. So yeah, it's kind of fun. And what should we say? Well, relaxing in a way. I do a little bit of Gran Turismo on the side, so that is adrenaline enough. This is much more relaxing. So, receding genetic pool. Yeah. Who exactly are the Maun? Stadskanal and Fredefort.
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Mahun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
The wooden clogs, though.
In some
Yes,
municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
Yeah.
The Maun
what I
are
was thinking
proof
of myself.
that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
The Vespertines
So,
and
our
Messenians
Titan.
of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Ah, what a surprise that he sees himself as ascending. And the
The
Seminese
indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago.
Yeah, I kind of
The
knew that already.
Simonese inhabit the southern islands. I am Simonese from the stock
But I still want to
of
gain
Ile
access, so I
Fantôme.
will try to not miss out
The
on something.
Areopagites are the master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Maran to Ansulan.
Ah, yeah, there's a lot of
Thousands
lactose
of
intolerance,
years
but yeah,
before the
we'll see if someone is
lactose
gluten intolerant. Yes,
Maun
precisely.
and Occidentals discovered this place. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite superrace. That is all. There
Well,
are no more Type A races.
Let's
in
make
the
a quick
world.
check on Type B then. Well, it might not be that
Type
quick.
B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Oh, the Koikos. Were those the ones that were unexplainable potato interested? Or
The Koikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white officer in a suspect description.
You said Koikos. I've been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions. We can go with that.
Yes. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich,
But
yes.
look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Alrul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato.
Yeah, potato. Yes, there we had it.
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
Yeah. Good thinking, rhetoric part of brain.
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla.
Well,
Its
we'll see if we
leaders
actually
will
get
be
through
the
this door at
genetic
some point.
epitome of the Semenese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature. Not the base inert spoilage called demos.
And the virtual air
Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial Cauldron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Go away, stupid political thought. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. I will try.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
Yeah, we'll just go with this. What was this
The revolution came to Rabashol from Grad, in Zara's ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness.
Very goal-oriented here, and I actually want to get through that
leaves the
freaking door.
parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade roots and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Yeah, let's go. Let's ask about the C to F race.
Tips, the F, are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Well, we'll continue. Chimeric experiments.
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Semenese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Semenese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Yes, exactly. What I was thinking. Yeah, we'll
You
ask.
are right. You have
You have
misunderstood.
misunderstood, yes.
You lack basic phylogenetic education. Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Sure.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Simonese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Simonese strength and great servility. This will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Simonese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Now that I've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing.
No.
To solve the
precisely.
great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Well, we'll try. How do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today.
Yes.
Then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
No, I'm afraid it
I
doesn't.
cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian.
Knock him out. No.
Wow,
Right now at
you
least.
work hard. Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yes, a little.
A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be
ride or die.
on the edge.
Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Because of that Garth guy right in my ass. Yeah, that's the innkeeper. He's called something else. I don't remember. But yeah, that's him. System is broken. There's market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. Fucking taxes, man. I don't know why am I so poor. Well, we go with the system is broken. We'll try that one.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
Why
Because
am I
of
so
the
poor?
taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every
Apparently
time
it was
you
the
buy,
taxes.
sell, walk,
According
talk,
to my
fart so much as
savoir-faire.
these. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachon?
Yeah, precisely. Really? Every time I sneeze?
You and I
I will
both,
take the other one.
but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer State's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking...
How much?
98% of all your money.
No fucking way. Or are you sure? It seems like a pretty big number. This isn't helping me solve my money problem, it's only making me into a free market type. Seems like a pretty big
What
number.
are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will the regulation help with that? Opt in, but only a little. And you go with
It's
that one.
all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
Can I? No, can't. There is a box over there, isn't it? Yeah. Well, yes, speaking of that, we need to internalize something here. Let's see how that works then. Get boots of victims' feet. I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, I was actually doing this. Yes. Advanced race theory. Well, I guess I need to spend experience points on this, and I guess I don't have it. I guess I can... Oh no, it also costs experience points to forget stuff, doesn't it? Oh yes, it does. Well, I guess we have our work cut out for ourselves here before we can do something about that. But there is probably stuff to do as well, so let's keep going. No, stop it. Yeah, it's a bit weird, that one. So, where did we have that? Let's talk to this guy again, see if we can...
Looking for something?
Found this mug in the trash. Is it yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Oh, so you're just a racist. I will go with
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Right, already made up my one. Wanna hear it? Yeah, I'll go there.
don't push your luck.
I just realized that we had... someone was talking about library. Oh, and by the way... Yeah, this is a bunch of books and stuff.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Oh, that's true. This is a bookstore, not a library.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Good. So it says.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this. Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir.
Talking to
I'll
myself.
try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. Oh, kings and
these
queens
famous
and generals
people.
of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
My neighbor is
I think that's why
doing
people
stuff
read them,
again.
to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day.
Why would they do that, sir?
Why would they do that, indeed, yes. Because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That will show them.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Yes,
I do my
but
studies at
shouldn't
home
you
at the
be at
moment.
school?
I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Oh, cursed.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
Board games. Oh, now we're talking.
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
So, nothing in the back room or cellar, okay.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Nah, see you around on it.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear Superstar and Law Official in the sentence, they sound weird together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rockstar politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll go with that.
you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
So, something more I could internalize if I wanted to. Me as a superstar cop, I guess. Book about Pate. Hey, come on. There we go. It's sometimes a bit fiddly, the interface on console, at least. So, essentially I'm looking for... I just realized I'm looking for that helmet, for example. Wherever that might be. Well, in the water, probably. Let's look around a little bit before we do some talking.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word. Rows and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man. Maybe 100.
Maybe 100.
Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
Pain threshold. Do any of the books call out to me? No, leave. Leave. For now, at least. Gift books and molten candy. Old sports magazines tucked away in a corner. National recipes of Arda. All about lake trout. Oh, there was the back room, by the way.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do. Crime fiction is a disgrace.
Crime fiction.
An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers.
Yes.
These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
They probably
What's
do.
more, they
Yes.
completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie.
Yeah.
Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies.
Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Oh. Any more?
Yes.
Yes,
There's
of
also
course.
The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. another one with fake death, and, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
I will try that check.
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Mistaken
A worn
identity?
paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this one
Could
speak
it
to
be
me?
the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
Got to be
Perhaps
something
you're
else.
drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
That's not
Is it
either.
because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
Alright, so that's definitely it. Or wait, no, that's not what's happening.
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is embarrassingly obvious.
Ah, goddammit.
Relax. It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Oh.
Something the matter, detective?
The lieutenant narrows his eyes and
I would certainly say she fits the description, providing that's your type.
Oh, I'll just leave. Well, not leave. Go on further. Tome of Passage Magic.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
That's something.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Oh, it's that.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an ice. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. Yes. Are you interested or not?
Steal it instead? No, we're not gonna steal it.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Yeah, we'll try that. We might have gained the map in... Yes. It certainly looks like it. In here somewhere. Where the hell are we?
worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the up. Your finger moves through the various streets, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you...
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
There we go. Now we have it. Journal. Sorry. Journal. Journal. There we go. There we have the map. There we have the map. Sorry. Man from Yandal series. Oh yeah, okay. It was where we are right now. I just realized. What else do we have here then?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also...
Yeah, we won't bother with that right now. Paranatural stuff. Maybe I should, but nah.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands, dance. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you...
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Yeah, I'll ignore them for now. I have other stuff to do. It feels like, at least. Oh wait, should I talk to you? Yes, I should.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Daughter,
My
I guess
name
it was.
is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
So, you're the owner?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
And your daughter is standing
Annette,
outside.
yes, my daughter. Yes. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful.
Of course.
Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
I'm not going to grade a human
Come
being.
now. It's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. My precious. Her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
Let's talk about the curse.
Every now and then.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Yeah. Book peddler. Farewell for now, book peddler. Well, where are we? What are we doing? Why? It's almost 7 o'clock. Oops. What did I... Come on. Oh, this was annoying. return from Yeldal yet again. Now, let's see. Where are we? We need to earn score to be able to internalize stuff and so on and so on. Easier said than done, I guess. Right now, at least. Physical instrument. What is my shirt giving me at the time? Conceptualization and... Maybe we could try to go and argue with that guy. It's probably a bad idea, but we probably could.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
Oh.
Down? Do you mean the body is finally gone?
Absolutely gone.
No. The body is down on the ground.
Oh, right.
Yeah, keep her in the loop. It's strangely enjoyable to report back on the minute progress you've made.
Yeah, can I borrow your
An
gloves?
autopsy. Wow. Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Thank you. Yeah, let's see if we actually can do something about that then. Field autopsy, there was something about some forms and stuff, but maybe that will solve itself. If I go there, we'll get an option to do that, or... We'll see.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Okay, first, what exactly is a field autopsy? Try to remove the dead man's boots, yeah.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
I probably have, yes.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity. I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
Sure. We just fill this in, right? Showing the red field autopsy form.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, we got this. We're smart.
Open ledger at field autopsy
The dead
form.
man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Well, let's begin.
That's you.
The corpse
HDV.
is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says...
Coroner's case number. Do we have a case number?
KK57-0803.
Kim seems to be on top of this.
0815.
Oh, KK, yeah. Kim Kitsuragi. Yes,
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals
his
Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you.
Yeah, whatever.
That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived at the scene before you.
And what would that make the alphanumeric?
HDB 41 0803. Help me out with the time of day, anyone? 10:15. It's understated.
10:15. 1015, it's understated. Yes, yes.
Good. Let's go with that.
Yeah, okay.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Yes. Age.
Roughly 50.
Yeah.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
I'm gonna write approximately 42. Yes, precisely.
He nods.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Muindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say, the pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky, fucky!
Yeah, Kuno S. Yeah, that was her name.
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Right, male.
Nor
yes.
does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date
We're
of
still
death.
going with March 4th. 51.
Yes.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Sure.
HDB 41 0803.1015 listens, motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Ah, okay. I'm not so sure.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Okay.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copy paper tries to answer why.
Okay, external examination. Sure.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Ah, damn it.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
Ah, yeah. You mean omit them from the report, yeah.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100. F.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos.
Yes, tattoos.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini.
Sure.
The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Ah, yeah, that's true. It's snowing.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with
somewhat.
age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on. A bit weird perhaps, but...
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch, wet.
Yes, right.
Lividity is consistent
Stop
with
being weird.
hanging. The head is congested. Contusions
We'll see
are
how that
present on
goes.
the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
It's just a matter of
Fucking
time
low
before stuff
velocity.
gets really
You
weird.
think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
Yeah, well, you can't throw hard
In
enough,
addition,
either.
there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
I meant for high velocity. No, right.
Ligature mark. Oh, starts cutting into. Yeah. No, we need belt cutters. Don't I have them on me? Or the bolt cutters? Sorry. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
Yeah, may I try?
It's no use. We should get chain cutters. You can try with them. I have a pair in the toolbox of my kinema. Damn corpse. We had a good rhythm going.
Yeah, I thought I had them with me, but no, that might have been in the other one where I tried a totally different character just to see how much of a difference it is, and it seems to be quite a lot.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out, a metallic drawer.
Take what you need.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? The handles are long and you can do good work with the pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
Yep. Yada. We don't need to hear everything. I just fetched the chain cutters. So, we might actually get this done. Well, by this, I mean the autopsy. Do I need to
The rotting man, like the lieutenant, adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
External exam. Now that we have the chain cutters, let's cut the belt. Yes.
Cut with as much precision as you can, please.
Well,
See,
yeah.
my pig is gonna fuck.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Let's see if we can, because it was physical instrument time, so let's see if we... Oh no, come on, I can't swap jersey in the middle of it. Too bad. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread. Right, the knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
Ah, yeah, 72%. Sounds better. We can still fail.
After some deliberation,
didn't.
you
Good.
sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope
Good.
rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour, abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
No! Let's get out and see!
Kuno.
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspect the genitals.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
Scarring is extensive, way more than law officials.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands.
Yeah, let the lieutenant work alone.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them.
Yeah.
Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Yeah, exactly. Internal, I guess, then.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
On the central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this story. I will try. I'll try.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
Brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
Yes.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received a dental implant, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Yeah, let's look inside.
No
Spot
scream,
something.
no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Well, okay. Just
Hepatobiliary.
write it down then.
NA. Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
Hepato means liver, and biliary, the gallbladder and bile ducts.
Am I an expert in those things?
Nothing in your alcohol-soaked memory directs to having forensic expertise on either one.
Yeah.
Neither am I. Same for toxicology and serology, NA.
For both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge, then.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe toxicology. Who knows?
Reservoirs? No, but do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
No. Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Yeah, we'll do a request.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
Yes.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write it down. Omit the voila. Yes.
What's
no
next on
problem.
the list?
They were expecting dancing. Yes, precisely. I forgot. More discourse in Disco Elysium. Yes, exactly. Welcome, by the way, Maisels. Welcome. What's next on the list? Description of injuries. Yes.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck.
Yeah, it's going well.
3 fields.
I think it's
Leave a
hard to
fourth
know.
one, too.
I haven't played this game before, but it's going forward. But yeah, 1924, still day one. We don't have money to pay for the inn and stuff, so we'll see how it actually goes soon. What's the fourth injury field?
Nothing. Just in case.
Just in case. Okay. Bite marks.
Head,
Sure.
chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal.
Agreed.
Post-mortem.
Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Yes.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal.
Right.
Post-mortem.
Next.
Turn the page
The corpse
back.
lay slouched to the side, oblivious to its surroundings. The field autopsy form describes his state in 3 parts.
Should I try to remove the dead man's boots?
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Damn it. This is turning into some... Okay, so you can sneak out of your room maybe, after he's gone asleep.
Maybe. Who knows?
Alright. Bite marks, contusion,
Yeah,
dark
let's
red
finish
abraded
up.
ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Yeah.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
That's it. We have established cause of
Fatal
death.
injury, indeed.
It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up.
Yay,
Pronounce this
experience.
field autopsy
Good.
over.
New skill point. Nice. A body bag. Yeah, okay. First, how did
Well,
it go?
We established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath. We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Well, thank you.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Well, we'll see how it goes with the boots then.
I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Oh, we can try the Inland Empire stuff again.
The fish lips stay silent in response.
I told you, he is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
Sure. Let's bag him. Yeah, that was way too... Sorry.
Okay.
There we go.
I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can take care of the rest.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will never own the full set now. May they rest in processing.
Crap.
Oh well, in another lifetime.
It's too late to take him into processing today. I'll take him first thing tomorrow.
Or, well, I mean, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can inspect this at nighttime.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I guess not. Unless there is some other wear. No. Well, bummer. Oh yeah, we are way too zoomed in. There we go. Well, that's too bad. Now, the problem is... There's a lot of problems here, actually. I would need to... No, after you sent it away, you can't take it back. No, precisely. God damn it. Well, I guess we won't get hold of those boots then, either. But let's see, we still have... Where's the rest of the armor? Yeah. Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. Aha. Yeah, we can do that. Hasn't worked well so far. Kuno is interesting. Let's put it that way.
Fuck does Kuno care?
So, he told me you promised to sick the pigs on him.
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
I will remember this, Kuno.
You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Okay, we're off. Oh, by the way, now we can tell the gardener that her... Oh yeah, this one.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
God damn it, we're not getting in there this time either. Kuno. But we can talk with the gardener at least. Maybe that's another way of getting there, I'm not sure. That's the fun thing with playing a game for the first time.
Again.
I have no clue. I also haven't watched a lot of this game. I've seen a little bit in the beginning, essentially.
It was clear just an hour ago. Like, gone? In heaven? Thank you, officer. Looks like I'll get mint in the ground by April.
Okay. Now. I was thinking about that whole humanitarian line. What the hell is this place?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small...
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your...
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
I'll try to conceptualize here.
No luck.
Oh, we're in a bad luck situation
that
at the
is
moment.
perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
Real, yeah, that was the
You don't
name.
like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some...
We'll leave for now. We don't have 6 real.
You see 2 lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off...
Nah, I won't bother with that.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand.
Don't be shy.
Save the economy. That sounds off.
Save the economy?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Very cool. The economy thanks you, officer.
Yeah, we'll try that. By the way, does Kim have anything to say?
Yes?
Convince Kim there is a sexy dark mystery twist. Nah. Nah, we'll leave there for now.
The speakers below are banged up.
No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to talk to him. Oh, there we go.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang. You're
I
right,
have police
officer.
questions for him. Yes,
100%.
precisely.
No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead. You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
It's supposed to be free, that's what makes it humanitarian. Precise. I think one said not for resale on the packaging. Don't play games with me.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
Wait. Humanex. Humanitarian aid.
Ah, does your supplier drive that Humanox lorry over there?
What?
A convincing performance. Right.
Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
Interesting.
Interesting. He's making notes. Persuading him to give you some money. Yeah, sure.
No need to dress
What the
this
hell?
one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If
Sorry,
Yeah,
detective.
no. So I kind of, yes, but I wanted to do it in a more subtle manner. Well. That did not work. Ah, even more gloves. Oh, that's a drawbridge. Yes, it is. Water lock out of order until Wednesday. Okay. Pawn shop. Okay, there we have the pawn shop. We can probably have a look in there at some point. Also fed. But I was trying to... Yeah, what was I trying to do? That's a good question.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bed.
we can sit on benches after we've solved
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Yeah, I might need to tonight, since I don't have anywhere to stay, I guess. Speaking of... Oh yeah, wait a minute. Level ups and stuff. Level ups and stuff. Well, I guess we didn't get a hold of that armor, that's for sure. Didn't feel super important, but who knows? It might be a good thing. Yeah, yes. Either we... Where do we have that advanced race theory? 1 hour 40 minutes. Well, that wasn't too long, but the problem is that we need to spend stuff on unlocking. And then we don't have enough. Or do I? Oh, maybe. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I only need to spend... okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if we need to forget something, then we need to spend. Okay, but when I unlock the slots... Yeah, unlocking costs XP, but not the actual internalizing. Oh, good. Oh, slightly better than I expected then. And we are on the right track regarding that. Wild Pines, she should be around here somewhere. And they even said she should be around here somewhere. So that kind of implies... by the way, let's talk to you again.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out? Say a really big race theorist guarding about...
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
Well, we will internalize
He
that.
might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first.
Yeah, but we won't do that then. Is that woman that because it was
a Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie. Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
Hey Kim, check
A
this out.
Ryko
Yes,
KK2.
precisely.
That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the Stars Ryko.
That's, well, yes, exactly it.
Well,
more
that
or
was a
less.
good guess.
Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The James community protested the trial, flying the colors. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
It seems like I have some kind of memory at least. Could our hangman have been the driver of this car? Huh. Hate to correct you, Keen. Only 4,395 people were in that protest.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word. Could it be another Stajrajko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related.
Yeah.
4 years for murder in reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's...
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Who are the Siemsk
people
community
we are paid
then?
to protect. Let's leave it at that.
Okay.
Yes, detective?
I think it looked better brown and black. Should have left it baby blue.
You sure you're not Jimsk?
Yes,
Oh,
you're
it
sure you're
smiles.
not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
Yeah, I was thinking, it said... Yep, what to say, sure. Let's see, my journal said something about the Wild Pines rep. Find the representative of the logistics company who owns the harbor and ask her about the murder. She should be around here somewhere. Her. I mean, we have a lady somewhere. Here. But we're not allowed to
The
disturb her.
woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. No response, wherever this woman is.
I guess not. Not right now, at least. Maybe we should go back. We haven't been in the inn or whatever.
Hello again, my
Probably
man.
called something else.
What's on your mind?
Yeah. Oh, more people.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Pretty long, it's 3
Attaboy.
o'clock.
It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that?
Lick that stain
Get
off
a
the counter.
goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain.
Nah, don't
What
lick
happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
Find booze. Oh, not the priority right now. There are some people around, but no one we are able to talk to. Oh, we are able to talk to the lady, I guess.
Hello again, sweetie.
Oh, I actually found some cash, yes. I didn't know that.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it?
No.
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, yes.
So no. And what time do we have? 8 o'clock? What did I have? Until 9 to pay? Or was it until 7? I could still go in here at least, so I'm still fine in that way. Have we taken the tie?
fan stands
Yes, we
still.
have.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
No time to rest. Okay, not much to do here.
The door is closed.
Yeah. Right, it just said knock. Not
The door
knock
is closed.
again.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is closed. Still no answer.
Yeah. Leave it be then. So yeah, not really sure what to do right now, other than wait for it to be 9 o'clock, I think. Because we are supposed to, let me see. Where do we have the journal? Oh, we didn't have that yet, or? Yeah, I thought we had a task here too. But it will probably show up soon. Yep, take a nap for sure. By the way, what time do we have? Yeah, I will be going for like half an hour perhaps. We'll see where we end up. And then I will get a little bit of food in me and prepare for some racing that I won't be streaming.
The trash container stands in the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Yeah, but we have searched through this, I guess. Yes, we have.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Or? Because... Yeah, we have found my journal, for example. So yeah, yes, we have. What did I do with all the clothes that we found? I'm not sure. Not sure at all. Huh.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. It almost looks like the electron.
Yeah, put that one away. Boring. Kunes.
Can't believe you didn't take the shot. Fucking coward. Wait to...
Her knuckles have turned white, holding on to that fence. She's been here for days, seething.
Huh. I guess this is... I mean, I've done this, haven't I?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked.
Oh, we have that locked one left there, yeah. Well, not much else to do there. 8 o'clock, let's go down. But yeah, I can't find the armor anymore, I guess. Which is a shame. Oh, a bag. Cause otherwise I guess I should be looking around in general. Recently painted boat? No.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Yeah. In the dimming light, some things become clear. Still only 17%, so not clear. That's for sure. Oh, look who is here. We came around this way.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
No.
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Yeah, but we might find something else interesting here. Who knows? Garden house.
There must be another way into the building.
Oh crap. What's with the voice that scared the shit out of me? Oh, look. There was a way around. I've been walking, trying to get through that. What the hell was that? Orange bum hat. Yeah, that sounds good. At least compared to no hat, but we'll see. Extra reaction speed, but less rhetoric. We can go with that for a while. That might work. What do these ones? Interfacing. Yeah, we can have the interfacing thing. We can also have the physical instrument on for the moment. So, maybe this is what we've been looking for all the time. Find a way into the... whatever it was called. Back alley. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Well, still closed apparently. God damn it. That's not good. So, didn't get us anywhere. Other than that other door. Scared the shit out of me.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Okay. Why are whispering? Sounds like you're already in trouble.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Well,
don't let him go.
No.
This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Yes.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you got a good view of the whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet's standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Mm-hmm.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's an actor, declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word?
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
Exactly.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
Can you tell me
my
your name?
My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez,
no, of course
are you?
not.
Of course not. No.
Could you please lower your voice?
Okay,
no.
we'll talk later.
We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Well, we'll try. Oh, no, I took off my suggestive shirt. No, that was actually worse for a suggestion. It had a bad odor. Oh, we have to try. Well, we don't have to.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Trash?
Please don't go. I'll even...
Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
Mm-hmm. Smoke on the balcony. Now, did that mean that we passed it already, or and kind of concluded that one, which kind of means
he's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness.
Give up.
Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look in. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Sure, let's do that.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Maybe there is a key. Yeah.
There's a key beneath it,
yes.
Rusty from the dirt.
Yes, yes, a key. A key.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has hundreds of apartments. We'll just have to go in and see.
Sure. Let's try. Pum, 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 pum. Smoking on the balcony. Yeah. That's the biggest lead we have for the moment, at least. We'll give it a spin for a couple of minutes here. Well, his name is not Martin Martinez. Did I actually get some cool glasses as well? Better logic, worse authority. Well, I mean, I have a singlet and a tie on at the moment, so I would say my authority is debatable anyhow, clothing wise. balcony. Well, let's go to the balcony. Oh crap. Any distant traffic? Sure. Come on. Ah, some coins. Someone's watching. Might of course be, well, someone. Anyone. $28, $29, $30. Voices from within. Well, I mean, he went up here, so guess we still need to find out that apartment number somehow. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. A bit weird sometimes. And how do we do that then? 5-pointed star.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Yeah, but
better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. No reply.
I mean, we're not here to break in all the time. We can add not all the time, because we can ask, for example, the cleaning lady. Oh, 6 real. Damn.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Who is this? Okay. Police.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated.
Let's go.
No,
we don't have a reason to get inside.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Yeah, no, we don't have that kind of reason, no. What's that? Postcard? I'll have a look on the postcard. Soon. An open air market in Boogie Street, fires of vendors, mines, blah 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 blah. Red blood flows onto the mud street, blurry shadows, people pass. Ah, well, nothing more. I was hoping for an address or something. A name.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Should I call a
I'm
doctor?
fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, smoking on the balcony.
I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. No.
Talk?
Yes,
What
talk,
was so
talk.
funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Thanks. I'm off for now. We might come back. I mean, it's worth remembering that she might also have seen something. She might also have seen something. Someone has torn down the wall. Oh, sorry. Yes, you could actually walk in here. Old grocery list and checks. And even more money. And then also fed. Well, I don't mind. Balcony, yeah, that's the other balcony, I guess. Yep.
The streets will flow red once more, a great torrent rushing down Rue d'Espérance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. Ask away, pigman. I don't promise to answer.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil. Red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
Is that government fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock. You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
What are you doing to the wall? Do you know
I ain't
anything
no
about the
snitch,
recent murders?
Pigstein. Go forth and forage in...
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Ah, maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care
that ship
about
has
some
sailed.
fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body?
Alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time! Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. What's your
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. This is not where I wanted to go anyhow. It's just a balcony, and yes, I know that my sense of directions isn't that bad. I knew it was another balcony, but I'm still interested.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers, the iconography of communism, in other words.
I would say
The
that
star
sounds more
and
like
antlers
some
was developed in the
devil
6th
worshipping.
decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution.
Well,
even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. to symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why is it white?
Because white is the color of peace.
Oh, well, that was
Smug
nice.
superiority, aesthetic musings. The triumph of capital is undeniable. But maybe the guns were sort of cool. Revolutionaries had loads of guns.
Well, let's take a quick look over here. Shoe rack. Apartment 12. Someone is snoring. Hello there. Sorry. Shower curtains. Oh, Commodore Red. Oof. We found alcohol. Okay. Well, we'll see about that. But these shoes comes in 3 different sizes. I'd say that's unusual. No. Balcony. Yeah, well, 28 was it.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Yeah.
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, we could have
Turns
waited
out it's quite
15
tricky
minutes.
finding someone in a big apartment building. Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow.
Sure. But what do we have? Oh, I couldn't interact with other doors. No. Oh well. Bummer. Guess we'll leave then. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's how you leave. Keep forgetting how the interface works. So, tomorrow then, because we are getting...
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Oh, I'll still leave. Yeah, I forgot. Tomorrow, yes, we will continue with... Oh, that's not what I meant. Yeah, tomorrow we'll have that internalized, the whole race theory stuff, so that we hopefully can get to the union boss. Oh, simply... okay, it was simply the labels. Street names. Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
Yes?
Oh, no. Sorry, Kim. There we go. Fishing village. And what, I mean, this is pretty much a fishing village. Maybe not where we are heading. Oh. La-di-da.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines,
Oh.
the owners of the harbour.
Oh.
You gentlemen must be
Thank
from the
you.
RCM.
Well, I'm glad I stumbled upon you. What gave us away? Shake your hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there. If she...
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to
Sure.
hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Well, this might be a...
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You're on a boat. Yeah, well, that was... Tell me about Wild Pines.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they
The
do?
Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain. Saint-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
Why, thank you.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
That's it. I thought Wild Pines was supposed to be big time. The money I owe is so much less than that.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
So, where does Wild Pines get all
They
these billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Probably helps to start out with the royal
You know
monopoly.
more than you let on. Certainly it
Yeah,
helped,
I
but
do.
most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
And what does such a huge system want with a place like
You
this?
mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them. Oh. We can say something like that.
We built this district.
There it is. She owns up to it.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
So, do you know something about these tattoos? Good, yes. Show her the photo.
That's the man who was killed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Okay, so you do know something about the tattoos.
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Okay, what can you tell me about
Quite
this
a few
lynching?
things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Yeah, sure. I hope my colleague knows it.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
And I don't have my ID.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life and the world. Or I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. Or just say yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Okay. After a night of heavy drinking. Yeah, well, we'll go with that. Oh, well, we'll go with the other one.
Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
Sure, something like that.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
Well, no, I'm not
As
faking
I said,
it.
ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Ah, crap.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
A red check. We cannot retry that one. Well, I have had a couple of bad luck rolls lately, so we'll count on this one being a good luck roll then. 42% is not too shabby.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuates.
Surely there's another way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what? I mean, I have my clothes.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or
well, I just
you
turned
can
over
recover
a
your
stone.
badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Okay.
The is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did
Honestly,
you
I
hope
was
it would
expecting
go?
you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Oh, so we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're
this
right.
is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
Company must have more ears on the ground. She could have known about my condition. What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking, or we could just, find my badge? Or...
I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a professional, after all. No, if there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
Huh. Sounds good. I probably won't find my badge anytime soon.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking. Oh wait, you seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
Yes, reality and experimental side case.
Experimental. I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I found myself in. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
Oh, crap.
All right,
Yeah, we might be
we're
here a
in.
while.
I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are
We're
we?
in Martinez, baby. A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881
I mean, we might get some experience
Jamrock.
points out of this in the end.
You would be excused
Which
for
could
not
be-
knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
So, in other words,
Yes.
we don't need the ocean.
We're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water. The Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a good
Martinez, though.
ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
Yeah, we'll go
Revachol.
with that one.
Revachol is what you call a city.
And what kind of
Great
city?
kind.
And what makes it
History
great?
detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries. The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
And
In
when?
the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it
They
resolve
say it's
history
where
then?
the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place.
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about...
A sparkle of lights on the horizon, like evening stars above the curvature of the planet.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She loved the water, the light. It's as though there is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I don't know
We are
any of this.
where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
Derealization. Thought gained, huh?
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now?
No, thank you.
Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Yeah,
It's
you're
better
right.
not to eat all your candy at once.
Exactly.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
What is this? Spread your hands. Conclude for now. Yes, yes.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
Oh,
Anything
okay.
else?
Tell me about that alleged drug trafficking. Yes, yes. You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
No.
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible. Within reason. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too... Shame? You haven't really been in the presence of gentlefolk either, have you? What shame is there to be felt in front of these dock workers, cops, and hotel clerks, but to belittle yourself in these eyes of Odinin?
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Drug
It's
trafficking.
quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Oh, Samaran. Well, that sounds like whatever his name was might be involved.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
So, to get this straight, the materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter. north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Okay, and you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Every chain has its weak link, yeah.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Sounds like a plan.
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity.
Yeah,
once the complaint
going
has
down
been
on
processed
Wednesday.
by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the
there's
streets
our
of
race
Revachol.
theory
Not
done.
the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
The drawbridge.
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
True. So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients
Precisely.
for drugs?
Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you. We did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Yes, that's true.
We know the
pissing
company
contest.
has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Okay, yeah, made up my mind. Let's proceed.
Yes?
Yes, we'll take it. We'll take it.
According
the jam
to my
mystery.
reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
Yeah, I know of at least 2 immediately.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. Of course, Detective. Take...
So, that's it for now. That was quite a bit.
Advanced race theory.
Ah, yeah, that's the one.
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great...
Sure, let's accept that one for now. Well, we'll see what that leads to, but at least it would get me into the harbor, which is what we are actually wanting to do. But yeah, that was a worthy little endeavor up north here. Way better than expected. I kind of sidetracked a little bit, but not really, apparently, since I actually found well, the lady I was looking for. Now, we probably don't need fight. Perhaps we should put on our shirt again. Not that... Well, we'll do that. I should need to clean it. I guess you can't really do that, but still. Still. Keep asking yours. Yep. Visit apartment 28 sometime after 9. Well, he said tomorrow, but let's see. Can we do that now? Let's give it a quick go. Nothing is quick in this, but we'll give it a quick go. If I just find my way there. There we go. Here we go. Because I anyhow can't pay for my stuff.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Okay, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Yeah, whatever. I was afraid of that, but I thought we might as well try. But we'll go to the bar / motel, whatever it's called, and call it a day there. I don't think we'll even bother with. Maybe we'll see. I think we'll bother with all of that tomorrow. I know there will be some arguing about the payment and stuff, so we'll just call it a day here, and I will try to get a little bit of food in me, and then I need to do a race in half an hour, so I'll try to get that out of the way. But thank you for dropping by. Thank you for joining in and watching this weird and wonderful game. It's weird and it's slow, but I like it. There's a lot of talking and story, so to say, that way. So kind of interesting, and certainly also hard to remember stuff. But I will be back tomorrow with this, so we'll be playing 2 days in a row at least, so a little bit easier. Then I will have forgot everything until next weekend probably. But back tomorrow again with Disco Elysium. So have a good one. Nighty night. Still haven't set my hotkeys for this.